Good morning, class. It's Key of W playing more Islands of Insight. I'm here in Serene Deluge because I think I'm going to spend some more time in here. It is still the place I've done the fewest amount of puzzles, so that means there'll be... Hold on. I can see a cube. That is rare. Normally I hear him first. Anyway, since the fewest puzzles have been done here, I feel like the most available puzzles can be done. Now that's a shy aura. And I'm going to try. He doesn't want me to look at him. I think the red one is the don't look. Blue is sneak up, purple's fly, green is don't move. So, I'm not totally sure what counts as the camera looking at this guy. But that's good. Awesome. I do like it when the shy auras are colored rather than white or gray or whatever it is. Because then it's a matter of you make your plan of how to find him. Oh, there's something. Oh, right there. Make your plan of attack, so to speak, like how you're going to get it, rather than just guessing. I don't like that idea of I have to approach the shy aura 5 times or however many until I get it right. I want it to be something that I deliberately plan for. There's not any super easy relics here I can find. This one's got some pretty well hidden stuff. Oh, that'll be useful. Maybe they're all inside the building, like that's definitely a possibility. I can go inside. Oh, that's too far out. We can head down. I hear a shy aura, but that doesn't mean much. Okay, so there we go. Hold on. I think he just doesn't want me to move. Yeah. Right? So like I don't know for certain, so I don't think of it like a puzzle. I'm not going, how am I going to approach this guy? It's just try everything until it works, which I think is really bad puzzle design. You don't want to be doing guesswork. You want to be able to say with relative certainty what you're supposed to do and then just discover what it is as you go. Something in there? No, that was just a window to here. So I've only seen 2 hidden relics on this floor. Let's try down here. There could also be, yeah, in this underground passageway. It doesn't look like there's anything. That's pretty good, hidden pentad if the relics are hard to find. Anyway, enough complaining about how shy auras are not done well in this game. You get the idea. New Morphic Fractals in Verdant Glen. That's actually kind of nice. I would love to get rid of some of those, so maybe I head over there. Is there anything, maybe up top? Maybe if I go up higher, I'll see something? Oh, yeah, this actually goes kind of high up in the air. Okay, so maybe there's an inside to this that I need to be... Ah, yes. The upper level, maybe on the inside of this other one I'll find the 5th one. Probably not, considering how much there's bubbles moving inward. It's not just like... Oh, come on. It was right there the whole time. Yeah. I get it, I'm stupid. Okay. Feel like I need to start this way, but I don't think this is true. Except it is. That was just kind of a guess. I don't know if I would call it a guess. I've done enough rolling block puzzles now that I sort of know what I'm supposed to do with them. I think we want to start with this move. Yeah. Alright, everything down here. Want to make sure there's no obvious puzzles in the immediate vicinity, so when I pick up the puzzle radar, I'm not inundated with a bunch of puzzles I already know about. I want to find puzzles I haven't seen yet. So I think we're good, and I'm going to head that direction and see what I can find. Wait, what's that? The hell? Oh, it's a sentinel stone. That's the bottom of a sentinel stone. Got some... Wandering Echo's not super useful for me to find at the moment. Got some Sightseers. Ah, there's a cube. There's still enough puzzles in this area that I'm not... Right, like I don't need to look for anything. I'm going to look for puzzles I'd miss otherwise. Which I think I've said multiple times in my life. So clearly I want to stand here, but I've got to be facing which way? That way. So, like, I'll stumble upon the logic grids on my own. I don't need any help finding those at the moment. But arches, I do need a little bit of help finding. Cubes, I need a little bit of help finding. Some other things. That works. The game tends to get confused if you approach an arch too quickly. There we go. Anything else? There's cubes, but I'm not going to get to them before I run out of time. But I can get this arch up here. I'll know it's up there. Oh. And by up here, I mean apparently mean down here. Oh, the ceiling there. Nice. Alright, let's get this out. Let's get out there, and we're good. I've seen puzzles like that quite a few times now. It really is such a difficulty drop after the enclaves to the shifting mosaics in the overworld. They really are different. Oh, I can go to the effigy to get my rewards for the environment puzzles now. Can I get a little closer here? Oh, I'm not going to get that, am I? Yeah, that's where it is. Alright, this way is another shifting mosaic and an arch. Look at that. So, oh, this is all just like that. So in order to get... I can't move... Maybe if I can get this up here, I can bring it up so I can move this over. I can move this over like that. There we go. Alright, let me head back to the effigy. And claim that. So 10 perspective puzzles, at least one matchbox, sightseer, sentinel stone, leitmotif. That's pretty good. Yeah, hidden pentas can be tricky because there's so few of them now that I'll be on this quest forever. This one would also be pretty quick. I think. Let's grab this one first. Because, like, it has 15 matchbox, 5 hidden objects. I don't know. I'll just grab this one first. It doesn't matter. I'm overthinking it. I just don't want to grab a quest that wants me to solve puzzles that I've solved most of already, because I just won't find new ones very quickly. For instance, glide rings. I've done a very large number of those. Okay, don't make 3 diagonal in a row and no dominoes. But I can do a diagonal, just only 2 in a row, whatever. So that can't be a thing. So we can't have a domino. That means these are done, and then we can't have 3 in a row diagonally anywhere, and we also can't have dominoes. Have this though? No, that's 2. That's right, 3 in a row. This way is already filled in. Okay. This would overload, so we can't have that piece. We already have 5, so we gotta block these. No dominoes means that. The 6 is complete. No dominoes, no 3 in a row diagonally. Have to go at least 1 space this way. This has to be complete, so we gotta fill those in. No dominoes. So we filled in. There we go. Okay. So that's the puzzle boxes. I should go for those logic grids I skipped earlier. Hey, how many hidden pentas we got? Finding more than 1 at this point is always good. Oh, there's quite a few today. Actually, I just think I haven't done a lot of hidden pentats in Serene Deluge. Just the other areas where I've done so many of them that I just don't expect to find them anymore. I wish that the puzzles would, like, generate a little quicker, because I do worry about sort of getting stuck at a point where I've solved all the puzzles in the world and have to wait for new ones to generate for, like, 10 million years. There's something here, right? Yeah, there is. But Until we get to that point, I probably shouldn't worry too much. It's one up there. I saw it. Anything like the central that would be in that bush? On the base of this, looks like it could hide something. I don't know, maybe there's something in this tree that I didn't see. That'd be really hidden. It's bitrate crusher right there. Is there another tree I could look up? Maybe there's something more on this edge that I've missed. I mean, I got that one. Yeah, I'm not a super fan of the hidden pentads that make you look through bushes, just because this is really visually noisy, so it kind of just hurts the eyes to look at. But otherwise, it's fine. I wonder, because like, there's obviously not going to be stuff way up high because the bubble stops long before we get to any platforms up in the air. Is there something? Ah, there's one there. Nice. I'll look at how the bubble's shrinking. So it is moving in this direction, so it's probably going to be closer to this side. Let's see how it's moving here. It's moving that way. Now is this side moving? No, it's moving out, so it is on this edge. So, yeah, it's in the bush. See, like, not my favorite thing. Visually noisy. But it's not bad. I don't hate it. It's just not as fun as the other one was. Okay. Don't make diagonals of white cells. That is interesting. That's an unusual rule. So, we've got to do all of this. That. We can't do this. Oh. That. There. That's going to be blocked. That, and that. So I think that's all the diagonals covered. So, the 7's got to come out there. Yeah, it's got to be that. No diagonals. We got to block that off. The 3 has to move up this way, which means it is in fact this. So it looks like we just have straight lines is what we're looking for here. Like this. The 3, I think... 3 either comes all the way up or it goes side to side. I think the 4 has to be this, so no, it's going to come up. And the 5 is going to come up. That's going to go like so. I think we're going to do this for the 9, and that for the 3, and that for the 3. Okay. Like, once I figured out what the rule meant, it made that trivial, but... whatever. I guess 5 pips is what they want for the difficulty for that. I feel like it's more like a 3. Or sentinel stones, I guess. Can I get it from right in here? I believe so. Ooh, another puzzle radar. Let's take it. Is that one I've done? That is not one I've done. I wonder what I'll find. If I pick this up, will I find a lot down there? Yeah, actually. Would not have thought to look at all these corners. Okay, so let's get the archway here. That the game is like, oh yeah, you have the arch. What the? So, oh, it's on top of this, right on the edge. And then there's one over this side. Oh, there's a cube over here too. And then there's another arch here somewhere? Yeah. Oh, there's a tree I'm stuck behind. There's a shy ore here. Let me do it this way. Alright, I don't even know what he wanted. I just got him anyway. I'm out. Okay, I'm out of time on that. Alright, let's do the maze. Please be something more complex. Ooh, 42 seconds. This one's supposed to be good. Is it? Well, so far so easy. That cube's probably outside, not inside. Occasionally puzzles will generate inside mazes, and I don't really want to deal with them when that happens. Okay, so far this... Yeah, it's out there. So far this maze is not really complicated at all. It is just big. So, slight disappointment there. If I had hustled instead of looking outside for the cube, I probably would be on pace for the master time. Yeah, basically. Well, not as hard as I wanted it to be, but that's okay. Get this. There's more stuff this way I saw. Let's get some of these puzzle boxes. One, so that's done. Don't make squares of white. Dark regions of area 2, so those can't be there. Alright. That can't be like that. That can't be dark because then we would have an area of 3. So, let's see with this 10. Could this be dark? This could be dark. Could this be? Yeah. This... There's got to be at least one dark cell in here. Doesn't seem like there's an obvious place to put it. Now, this 10 can't connect here. Oh, it's got a C10. It's not 10 area. I'm stupid. It's C10. It's just got to be the whole thing. So, I was like, why is this puzzle so hard? It's because I have misread the rules. 5-3, so this has to extend at least 2 more spaces. There's a rule about this. If you've got 2 of these next to each other, the larger number has to extend perpendicular the difference between the 2. So that's got to go like that, and then they're done. That's got to go like that. All dark regions of area 2, so that can't be. Let's see. This would overload the 3, so no to that. Let's see. Do I know anything else about this? I know that is. So that's done. That's done. That's complete. That can't be dark. That means that would overload there. That's got to be done. That's got to be done. That means that's there. So there we go. Matchbox. Wonder where the other guy is. Could be one where the maze is kind of in the way. The game doesn't really think about when generating puzzles whether the generation of one puzzle interferes with the generation of another. That was not much. Yeah, right there. Nope. I have done this puzzle already. It's just I'm looking for the green matchbox piece. That's the red one. Ooh. Don't even see the green one around here. My guess is it's in the maze based on this. There we go. There we go. And I want to head over this way? I don't think so. Not right now. Lucent Waters is a nice place. I like it, but I'm not going there yet. Another cube. Oh, hey. Another one of these. We got Shiora there. Let's try not looking at it. There we go. Don't know what the correct solution for that was, but I got it, so it doesn't matter. There's a cube right there. This? No, this doesn't seem right. I can bring that over, so I can bring this over. Yep. I should do a sightseer or two. I should not forget those. That is not super helpful. Are we looking at this building? Maybe? Where would the... It's not this angle. I've got to see Skydrop as well, so let's see. It's not down here, is it? Yeah, it is. So I think I need to be a little closer. There. I'm surprised I got that one as quick as I did, because it did not have a lot of landmarks for me go through. Wah. New pattern grids in Verdant Glen. Man, the game is like, you should go to Verdant Glen. Go to Verdant Glen. Verdant Glen doesn't have much for me to solve. If I go there, there's like 5 puzzles to do, but that's okay. If they are puzzle types I want to solve, I'll do them. Okay. This cannot extend all the way down to the 3. It can only go 1 more space, so it has to go that far. Let's see. This 4 could go all the way down, but the 6 has to go out at least 2 spaces there. The 5 can't extend all the way to the 6, so it has to move up at least once, which means it moves up here. This 5 cannot extend to connect to the 4, so it has to move over twice. This 5 can't extend all the way to the 4, so it must go down once, which makes twice. The 6 can't go all the way down to the 4, so it has to go out 1 more space. Let's see. The 7 I don't have answers for yet. The 4 I don't have answers for yet. The 6 can't go all the way to the 5 because it overloads the 5, so it has to move up at least twice. The 3 can't move all the way up, has to move over once, which is twice, so the 3 is done. Let's see. This 4, only go 1 more space. That means the 6 can't go down all the way. It can only go 1 more space here, which means it connects, but it can't connect there, so that's what the 6 has to do. This 5 can only move 1 more space down, so it has to move over once, which finishes the 4. Makes this 4 have to go down. The 6 can only move 1 more space up, because otherwise it'll overload, so it has to move 2 out. The 4 has to move at least 1 over. This 5 can now only move 1 space to the right, so it must move up. This 4 still hasn't been restricted at all. This 5 actually is complete, so this 4 is complete. Let's see. 6 can actually go all the way out, I'm not totally sure. The 7 is a bit more restricted now. If I block this, it's fine. I can't block this. That's the one I can't block yet. Actually, I think I can... All these other ones, I'm not totally sure. Let's see. This 4, this 4... the 4 is probably not super helpful to look at. The 5 is already as far as I can go there. The 6 is as far as I can go. This 5 could go 1 more space. It's only a 3 difficulty, so I'm obviously overlooking something really obvious. This 4 can't go that far down, but I'm not totally... It could go here, or it could go there. If I were to bring this down... Force something here. Either one of these is fine. Either one of those is fine. Oh, right, I can't connect now to here because it would overload. So the 6 now has to go that far out. And the 4 has to go that far out. So this 4 is complete. This 5 is now complete, which also completes this 4. The 7 is now complete. Okay, cool, we got it. I just needed to actually do more of the puzzle. That's what that is. This 5 now has to be blocked here. This 4 is there. This 5 is here, and then 6. Cool. I just need to pay a little more attention, I think. So I want to get a good spot in here where I can still see that guy. Can I get in the middle? Yeah. Okay. Exactly 1 symbol per light area. Connect all dark cells, no dark squares. So this is a rule set I've seen many a time. Let's see. This obviously is going to go here. Connect dark cells, no dark squares. No dark squares. This is going to connect to this 5. It's the only one it can connect to. No squares. This could go either way. This 5 is probably going to go down here because there needs to be a light cell in one of these 4 at least, which means this one has to be light. So that's not going to connect there. Dark cells are going to have to connect now. So to prevent a square here, one of these needs to be light. It's going to be that one. This has to come out a bit more. What next? One of these two's got to be light, but it could be that. There's got to be a light cell somewhere in here. And somewhere in here. I can't block these off. Right? Because now, yeah, this all has to come through. So I could do it this way. This way, I think. Well, hold on. Dark cells got to connect, so we got to have this. One of these two is dark. This won't reach, so it's this one. So this is an F piece, so now we know that. Now we know that. Now we know this. This has to come through, so that is in fact the shape. Oops, wrong button. One of these two has got to be a light cell, and none of these... this one could reach, but then it would cause a problem here. Therefore, actually this can't be a light cell, because then what do we do with this 5? So that's dark. So that's a light cell. And then this is a light cell. This is going to connect to this 5 here. This 5 must come out like so. That's that. That's got to be a dark cell no matter what. Do this way or that way. No, there's no way these can connect to each other, so that's how it goes. This has to connect to the 5, and we're good. Neat. Fun puzzle. I should look for some more matchboxes. I think that's what I should be doing. Where's this one go to? Up here. It feels like there's a lot of sky drops right around here. There's probably only like 2 or 3, but... yeah, it's just that one's a big one. Chromatic sky drops, not super helpful right now. I'm not going to get that 30 bonus. It's fine. Oh, another 60 seconds of that. Here, let's do this easy puzzle. Why not? 5, 3, 4. This 5 is done. Connect all light cells. Okay, that's got to come out. So it's that. Well, this 4 is done. This 5 is done. There. This is overloading. This has to connect, so there we go. That would overload. Okay. Anything else I can grab? Any other low-hanging fruit here? I will head over to Verdant Glen, I think, because I did see that game created more puzzles for me that I would like to do. Oh, hey, memory grid. I do want to get those done. What was that? Hold on. Let me check my sparks. I've got 10,000, so let's go back to the headpiece. Look at the last of this 10,000 headpiece, I think. Is there any more? Where is it? 3,500, 1,200, 1,200, 10,000. Wildwood Dream the Profound. That seems to match closest to the color scheme I'm using, which is important once I walk the line. Okay, let me look at other stuff I can buy. Clothing. 8,000 is the next expensive set. How about gloves? Gloves are typically cheap. Yeah, 6,000 is the most. So that's that. Head markings here. 5,000 is the highest thing. Wings, 4,500, and trails is 8,000. So I'm looking at 8,000 sparks at a time. So even though sparks are now harder to get because there's fewer and fewer puzzles and quests, I do not have to get as many sparks to purchase upgrades. So I feel like... Let me just imagine that this is the move. Then I would want... Not this. So either that was the one solution that I happened to bumble into, or there were multiple ways to solve that one. I'm not sure. Let's see about this logic grid. And there's one over there too. Might as well grab them all. Connect light cells. Great, we'll do. That's got to come down. This has to come down. Those can't connect. There's no other real rules I got to worry about here. That can't connect. This is done. That is done. That is done. Light cells have to connect, so that's got to come up. That's got to come up and around. That's now done. That's got to connect. That's done. That's done. That's got to be there. This is complete. Light cells connecting. Does mean I got to come up through here. That's complete, so it's got to be here, and then that's that. Yeah, not too bad. And let's go here. Connect dark cells. Okay. And then I just got to deal with these things. Don't have to connect light cells. What if I did this? Yeah. So all I got to do. I'll grab a couple of rigs. Oh, there's a music box over there. I should do that one too. Oh, hold on. Just a little bit of... Might get a nice angle on that right through there. Weird. And we got one of these again. And I see a mosaic or whatever. I heard a cube, I will go get it. That's not going to help so much. This might help? Not really. I need to get... This needs to be at the bottom, because this will never go around it. So I need to get this around in a way... Maybe if I bring this around, I can bring it up, and now we're good. That's what it is. Okay, where's that cube? Ah, there it is. Okay, so in Verdant Glen, which we have done to death, I could find some matchboxes, would be nice. I can find a Sentinel Stone, which is good to start take care of. There's lots of hidden objects. There's no pentats, though. No memory grids. But there are some. There's now some pattern grids I could do. There's none of the movement puzzles. And there's several Morphic Fractals. I think it is, and a lot of match 3s. I think it is a good idea to at least hit this area and try to find a couple of those puzzles that I want to do. Let's wait for the textures to pop in. So, most important though, well, that's good. Matchboxes are up there because it's part of my quest here. Most important are pattern grids, I believe, and fractals. Pattern grids are fun, fractals are not, but I do want to get rid of the fractals as soon as possible. I just don't want to be dealing with them. I don't want them hanging over my head. I don't want to end up in a scenario where it's like the final video 500 of this series or whatever, and all I got left are Morphic Fractals. I think that would be the worst possible outcome. Alright, I see a puzzle radar. Alright, pattern grids, Morphic Fractals. Those are the biggest ones to look for. And matchboxes. Hidden objects are nice too. I do see a cube over there as well. Where? What? There we go. Kind of seems like I'm not going to find any over here. Ah, there's a Morphic Fractal that direction, so I'll remember that. Oh. Oh, on the other side of this. Alright. That is an interesting little pattern. I gotta just make a big... I somehow gotta get 3 little... Like... Is it... something in this vicinity? Hard to tell what I'm doing. Like... Yeah, here, this is the wrong... No, I need to have, like, three holes, but the holes need to be rotated a bit. I'm definitely in, like, guessing mode here. There's 3 holes, but they're in the wrong spot. Can I get this... Like, this starting to get closer. No. Seems like the holes are still in the wrong spot. Feels like every time I do one of these, the holes are still, like, really far on the edge. Or there's this, where they're completely opposite of what I want. Okay, well, if I move my mouse to the top edge of the circle and slowly go around, it seems like top left edge is... Oh, we're getting there. It needs to be just a little bit up, but it's still pretty close. Top left. Top. Here. Is there any other place that does that? Feels like if you're ever slightly off, it's very different looking. No, it feels like this is really close. Right? Like that's kind of it. It's in this spot, but it's less. Kind of feels like we're close here. Is there a spot that also gets the bottom left? That's too far up this way. But if I move it this way a bit... This is so irritating. So this is a spot that looks similar to what I had before, but my mouse is actually more down here. I hate that. I hate that about Morphic Fractals. You can have 2 areas that look right, but only one of them is counted as the correct answer. Okay. Let's find more of those awful puzzles. And sort of clear them out of my to-do list. That's been done. There is one maze I haven't done yet in this world, but the rest of them are all done. Is it this one? That one looks like it's not done. Hey, is this one done? Nope. Okay, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. How do I get these, yeah, like pulled back, kind of like this sort of stuff. Like, it's really, really pulled back. Well, I think there's just 2 more of those I can find in this world this time around. There's not much going on with this maze here. Okay, that's it. Let's look for more puzzle radars. That'll help us find the last bits of the Morphic Fractals. I'm still looking for pattern grids. Haven't found one of those yet. Didn't see anything. I thought I saw something across the chasm. I did not. I was fooled by my own eyes. Hey, there's a pattern grid down there. That's always good. Are we just doing this? Like, we're just going across? Ones, great. Two's gotta be like that. The 10 is gonna have to go around the 2. Like this. Alright, well I don't want to switch these two, because the pinks need to be both broken in 3s. So I think this will do it. Oh, no. I should do this first. Then this. And then lose! No, I guess I do want to do this first, and then... I want to move that over. Or perhaps move it like this. There it is. Yeah, it wasn't too. Thing there. Oh. 1, 2, and... Ooh. 3. There we go. Is this a that's a completed one? Not doing it again. Let's grab some more infinite rings while we're here. Just gonna throw ourselves there. That goes through a black ring. I don't want that. Oh, that's a hidden ring. There's 2 of them. Interesting. That was tricky. Eh. That'll go through a black ring. This won't. More pattern grids would be nice to find. I think I just need to find a puzzle raider. There's no way I'm going to just stumble upon it on my own. So these have to be done. Those can't connect to each other. Don't make 3 in a row of black cells, so that'll do that. Those can't connect to each other. Is that all? Just no 3 in a row of dark cells? Well, then I can't have a white cell here to the left of the 3, because then it makes 3 in a row of dark cells, so it has to be curved. In fact, this will have to be curved as well. It can't be a straight shot, so it has to be like that. It's the only thing I can do. These have to be done. That's got to be done. That's going to be here. The 3 can't curve. Can't go straight. It has to curve. It's going to have to curve this way. That can't be there. Neither can that. This 3 will have to curve, and that's the only direction it can go. Let's see. This 3, well, it can't go straight shot anywhere, so I think it's going to hit that spot. The 2 has to go. I see. Okay, I screwed something up. If I go this way... Anyway, well, I'd have to do it like this. And then the 3 would have to be like that. That's what I screwed up. Wait, where's the other box? There's another box nearby. Was it over here? New light motifs in Lucent Waters. Don't care. That. Hey, there's another one. At least I'm finding these stupid puzzles. I've got to get... this, but I've got to get those so that it's this sort of thing, but I need less of this stuff on the side. I can't. Not gonna be that direction at all. It does feel like it's more here. Okay, there it is. Feels like there's a lot of sky drops near me right now. Is there any reason why I wouldn't just break this now? I do need to make 4 at a time, but I'm not going to be able to survive that. There's no way this moves left, because then I can't get this out. This has got to move. This has to move to the right. So I think I've got to move. Well, if I do this, now the trouble is I'm not going to be able to break these 4 together. So if I move it like so, I think at that point we can solve the puzzle. Got it. Interesting. Clever. One more Morphic Fractal I can get out of my way, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, there's one more in here. 2s. Well, that means these can't be white, because whatever direction this goes, the white one goes the other direction. That's done. That can't be there, so those are complete. Those are complete. Means that's complete. That can't be there, so we're good. Where's the red? Red guy's right there. One more Morphic Fractal and one... or several pattern grids, actually. I just have only found one. That one's completed. Feels like I've now done a complete loop. Let's head toward the center of the ring. See what I can find there. Let's stamp it out over here. This one looks done. That is done. How about this guy? That's not done. Let's hit it. Okay, well that's obviously gonna happen. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 greens, so I gotta break 2 5s or 4 and 2 3s. This definitely has to break as that is, but it's gonna do it from here, I think. I think this is where, yeah, that's where we're gonna do it. Hey, Puzzle Radar, this will be helpful. Morphic Fractals, anyone. Morphic Fractals, anywhere. Don't see any. Pattern grid, though. Okay, another Puzzle Radar right here, so we'll come back for it later. Let's get the pattern grid. Wait, where? Oh, it's in that corner there. I think we just have symmetry. A lot of match 3s, which is nice, I guess. I mean, oh, there it is up there. Let me get a better grip toward it. That's the spot. There's a pattern grid there, and I believe there was one more this direction, but we'll see. So that's what that is. was it? No. So it's just this one. I'll take it. Complete the pattern. Is it just symmetry? Oh. This kind of feels like the spot, my friends. Is there another way to get that exact thing to happen? I don't feel like that's true at all. There must be another way to make that thing happen. We're kind of back where we started here. What exactly do you want me to be doing? Okay, well I've just done the edges. Kind of seems like this is it. I don't get it. I feel like I had that 3 or 4 times. That is irritating. Let me find a good puzzle to end with, because that was really bad. Which is just another way to say it was a Morphic Fractal. Because they're all bad. There's not a single good Morphic Fractal in this game. It's too bad. Alright, nice easy one, but at least a nice easy one that is good. Ah, feels better. Let's stop here, I think. Got quite a few new puzzles, and yeah, mostly Serene Deluge. We're finishing off. How many more total of these? There's still, what, 15? Jeez. There's still 200 of these guys. Cannot wait until this flow orb appears. But it's going to be a while. How about these? Oh well, that's that. Thanks everyone for watching. I've had a good time. Hope you've had a good time as well. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.